Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I created another glam look for you, and this is very girly and pink and glittery and I love it. As soon as I put this makeup on, I knew how I would call it. I really hope you like this look, and now let's start the makeup. First of all, I want to prime my eyelids, and this is the soft ochre from MAC. The brush I'm using is a Barbara Hoffman shader brush. Next step, I want to hide the inner corner shadows by using this concealer from LA Girl. And this one is the Pro Concealer in Porcelain, and I like it because it's not drying underneath my eyes, and you know I have a problem with that, and it's cheap. And the brush I'm using to do this is a Japanese brush. To set all that, I'm using a powder. This is from L'Oreal. I'm then taking this light baby pink eyeshadow, and this is going to be my crease eyeshadow. I'm using a Sephora brush, and I'm just swiping this brush across the whole crease area and also going outside, as you can see. The eyeshadow palette I'm using, it's from Dior and it's called Graphic Lights. All the eyeshadows in it are more or less shimmery. This is less, this eyeshadow. Then on the same brush I'm taking that lilac-y eyeshadow, and this is a bit more shimmery than the other one. And I'm keeping this eyeshadow a bit lower than the other one, but basically on the same area. Then with the Ziva brush I'm taking the darkest shadow in the palette. This is not so shimmery as the previous one, and this is going to make the outer corner more intense. I'm aiming to create a nice gradient between the colors, so from the lightest one to the darkest one, no line should be visible. Another fun part begins because I'm going to cut the crease, at least the half of it, and I'm using the soft ochre from MAC and a Maybelline brush. This is an eyeliner brush actually. I always find this step a bit easier when I'm using a smaller brush like this. Try to be as precise as you can with this step. Take your time because it's not going to look right if one side is higher than the other one or something like that. Okay, next I'm going to set that area where I put the soft ochre, and I'm using another eyeshadow palette from Dior, and this is called Golden Flower. After using that beigey rose eyeshadow, I realized I wanted a bit more pop on that area, so I'm using this other one. This is like a white actually. It also has like a soft shimmer through it, and it makes it look more expensive, if you will. This khaki eyeshadow from the second palette, I'm going to put only on the outside part of the eye. So starting kind of with the end of my upper lash line and going outside, also creating like a V. So I'm going a bit in my crease area. Here I'm just cleaning up underneath because I had a bit of a fallout, and now I'm using a glitter, yay, party, and this is from NYX, is really pink, and I'm going to put this on the inner part of the eye where the lightest area is, and this one is in 09. Eyeliner is next, and I'm using a Maybelline black eyeliner, and I'm going to make like a thicker line on the outside and going really thin on the inside. And I'm going to do all that with the help of this brush. This is from Art Deco. I'm next going to coat my eyelashes with mascara, and this one is from YSL and it's called Volume Effect and it's in black. Moving on to the base, I'm moisturizing my skin with the Dr. Brand moisturizer, and then I'm priming my face with the Misha BB Boomer. The foundation I'm using is from Revlon. It's the Color Stay foundation and it's in the shade 180. And it has a slight pink undertone to it, and that's why I bought another one in 150, which is a bit more yellowish. So the next time I'm going to use this foundation, I'm going to be mixing those two shades. My concealer is from IT Cosmetics. It's a medium, and as you all know by now, this is my favorite. This counteracts my problem. It's not drying underneath my eyes, as I've said at the beginning. And this is really hydrating and really high coverage, and I love the color. Now don't mind me, you don't have to apply your concealer like this, I'm just playing with dots, apparently. With the Real Technique sponge I'm going to blend all that out, and no dot is going to stay on my face as it is. The powder from L'Oreal I'm going to use to set all my base. And the brush I'm forever using is from Bare Minerals, and I like to use this one for powder products. Next I want to bronze up my face. I'm going to use a bronzer, a matte one from Kiko, and this is a lovely one. This looks lovely. I'm not sure, but I think this could be a limited edition. Sorry guys. The brush I'm using is the 101 from Ziva. This loose blusher is from Bare Minerals and it's called Perfect Rose. To apply it I'm using a blusher brush, and this is from Real Techniques. I like to apply my blush a bit higher, and this is going to lift a bit my face. I'm also swiping it backwards, so it's going to meet my hairline. I'm then taking Sculpt from MAC, and this is going to bring a bit of depth in the areas where I apply it. So underneath my cheekbones and the sides of my nose, as you're going to see next. I'm using here a blending brush. This is from MAC and it's the 217. My highlighter is from Measurable Difference and the color goes really well with the look. I'm using a fan brush from Ziva, as I've done lately, and I think I've said this before, but I really like this one because it's feather light and I like the way it applies the product. The product in case, I'm applying it where I normally apply it, so the top of my cheeks, along my nose, Cupid's bow, where it counts. The base is done, so now I'm moving on to the eyes one more time, and I'm applying that color underneath my eyes. I want to bring a bit more balance to the whole eye look. Then from the second palette, I'm taking that khaki eyeshadow again on a Real Technique smudge brush, and I'm swiping this across the whole area, but I'm keeping it a bit higher. So I'm doing like a gradient underneath my eyes also. I'm taking then from the first palette this very sparkly silvery eyeshadow. This is going to highlight very nicely the whole tear dot area. The brush I'm using for this is a Kiko pencil brush. My false eyelashes are the Iconics, but the light ones, and they are from the House of Lashes. The lower lashes I'm going to coat with this mascara from MAC, and this is the Extended Play in black. Next for the eyebrows I'm using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil in number 3 from Benefit. To set them I'm using another Benefit product, and this is an eyebrow gel. For the inner rim of my eyes I'm using a Burberry very nude and very opaque eyeliner. My lip liner is from Essence and it's called Sweetheart. I'm spending about half a year to line my lips because I want them a bit more juicier looking. So I always use a lip liner to achieve that. Now, don't get me wrong, I really like my lips the way they are, and they are going to stay like that even if they don't fit, you know, the standards. But you know, makeup is all about optical illusion, and I try to achieve that where I can. If your line is not perfect, just take a brush like this and your foundation and go along the edges and make it perfect. I suggest you using the foundation for this and not the concealer, because the concealer is lighter in color and it's going to give you a, lighter edge. The lipstick I'm using is from Lancôme and it's the 349, the L'Absolu Rouge. So guys, this was my glam makeup and I really hope you liked it. Tell me in the comments down below if you did. I promise I read all the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and follow me on social media. I'm going to catch you in my next tutorial. Bye.
Ho, ho, ho.